Earl Grant came to the College of Charleston just a year ago as his head basketball coach. And in this special edition of Quintin's Close-Ups, I speak exclusively with him 1 year later about LSU, Miami, and so much more. Well, Coach, it's always good seeing you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too.
You know, I always see you around town driving your golf cart.
Yeah, I know, especially over on Market Street all the time.
It's so good to have you here. Let me begin with the obvious. The College of Charleston moves up number 46 in the new NCAA RPI report. What is it like to be Coach Earl Grant right now?
You know, I mean, it's the same. It's the same what it was when I got the job 14 months ago.
Right.
You know, we in the building process. We're trying to build a program, and we're trying to do it with talented players, and we're trying to do it with defense, and we're trying to, you know, have good accountability in the program with guys working hard and doing things the right way. So nothing really has changed. I mean, we've won a few more games, but in terms of, you know, what we're trying to do and what we're trying to build, we're still in that mode of trying to get it to where we need it to be. It's a special program. We got a lot of work to do to get it to where it belongs.
And you know, they sent the College of Charleston basketball team sent out this tweet just recently saying, quote, "Back to work. CAA play starts today." Talk to me about how hard or easy it was to really get back to work, knowing that Thursday is just right around the corner.
You know, it's been interesting. We had 4 days off after the Campbell game on the 22nd, and so the guys went home for the Christmas break, had 4 days off, and then we came back, and they came back with a good approach. Guys came back ready to work on the 27th. And we've had a good week of practice so far, so we got, you know, a couple more days, and then we'll play up at James Madison on Thursday.
Oh, that should be a good game. You know, I want to take you back down memory lane to Campbell because CFCSports.com read this. Barry's 30 lifts College of Charleston Cougars to 86-68 road victory at Campbell. As we sit here right now, Coach, what did that victory tell you?
You know, it just told me that we're maturing as a team. You know, we're pretty young with a lot of freshmen that we depend on. We got a couple of transfers that, you know, their first year in the program. We asking them to do a lot. But the thing that's very important is when, you know, last year, after that season, the thing that I told people a lot was if we were going to be a good team, it would have a lot to do with our returners. You know, because, you know, those guys have been through the fire. Right. You know, Kenyon Berry, Cameron Johnson, Terrence O'Donohue, Donovan Gilmore, Evan Bailey, you know, and even Nick Harris. You know, he didn't play, but he was a redshirt guy watching everything that took place. And so I always felt like if we were going to be good, then our returners would have a lot to do with it, and then the new guys would just be a support cast.
Miami, you said this during the presser, I believe, on December 19th, quote, "Capitalize on our mistakes," meaning Miami did. Talk to me about the mistakes that Miami capitalized on.
You know, we turned the ball over too many times. You know, most times when you play in a game against an equal opponent, maybe you can turn it over, you know, a few more times and they won't capitalize because their talents won't allow them to capitalize.
Right.
But like a Miami team with their length and athleticism and their ability to score and their speed, you know, we turned the ball over 16 times. You know, our goal is 12.
Right.
And so every time we turn it over, they made a three or they you know, got something in the open court. So they just capitalized on every mistake, and that's how they were able to pull away from us in that game.
And you talked about this earlier, but you also said this in the presser quote, "We just have to learn from our mistakes today and try to improve as a team." So how will the College of Charleston look from now on?
You know what? I keep telling the guys we got to get a little bit better. You know, right now we've gotten off to a good start in the non-conference. We're doing well. Guys are pretty confident, but we just got to get a little bit better. We don't have to do no overhaul. We're just cleaning up on a few mistakes, continue to defend the way that we're capable of, you know, rebound the ball, and share the ball, be an unselfish team, and we've done a great job of that.
And you know, now the Cougars are number 24 in the mid-major top 25 poll. And when I was interviewing Coach Candace M. Jackson for Quintin's Close-Ups last year, she basically said that you didn't have a good year as you wanted. Tell me what got you from a not so good year last year to really a good year this year.
Well, sir, I mean, the biggest thing is just hard work. You know, the players work really hard in the spring and the summer. The guys are buying in. You know, they're being very unselfish. They're playing with some toughness. So really, just, you know, and then continuity. You know, again, a lot of guys played last year, and we went through that season together for the first time. But now we're going through a season for the second time together. So I think, again, just having that continuity, and then having some new guys that bring some talent and enthusiasm, and it's all meshing together. So, but again, we got a lot of work to do. We're proud of the fact that we got off to a good start, but we got a lot of challenges, a lot more work to do to get this program to its rightful place.
And a challenge for you, which turned out to be really historic, was LSU. You know, the tweet came from ESPN Sports Center. It basically says, LSU stunned by College of Charleston. Is it marked yet? Photo of the night, hashtag. After that historic win, Coach, tell me how stunned were you?
You know, it was kind of weird. I really wasn't stunned.
Okay.
Because, you know, going into that game, I thought we were playing good basketball.
Right.
I saw a toughness that I like. You know, and I always feel like if you can defend and rebound and the team have a hard time scoring, I don't care who you play, they can't score against you,
right,
then you got a chance. And so I knew our crowd would be great.
Yeah.
I knew it would be a sellout, so I thought the guys would be pretty excited about that. So I really wasn't stunned that we won the game. I think the stunning moment came, and it was probably a little bit surreal for me, being a guy that's very aware of the program from growing up in the city.
Yeah.
It's just standing in the end zone and watching all the students run around and the fans have an opportunity to celebrate and come together and have that much fun. You know, that was probably more stunning for me, just to watch the crowd have a good time. It was more stunning to watch that than actually to win.
Oh, wow. Describe to me the following one word quickly. ECU, I should say.
ECU?
Yes, sir.
East Carolina University?
Yes, sir.
You know, talented team, good coach. That was a very good win for us. You know, we were up big in the first half. That was a very good win for us. And that was a win that I felt like showed me a lot about our team in terms of being a similar team to the CAA that we'll play in the CAA. So it was a good step for us.
Western Carolina.
Western Carolina was the toughest game we played all year. Beat them by 1 point. We were down most of the game. It showed me that the team had some grit and some intestinal fortitude, because we were down 8, you know, late in the second half, and we had a lot of guys step up and do tough things to help us win that game.
Canyon Berry.
Canyon Berry has just been phenomenal. It's weird because, you know, everybody talk about how good a player he is, but they don't know how good a student he is. You know, 4.0 student in physics, fantastic young man in terms of type of person that he is. So just a well-rounded guy, and really proud of how he's developed as a player and as a person.
Chad Cook.
Sad, you know, sad situation. It happened last year, about a year ago, in the 23rd of December. We just got done playing LSU. I didn't know Chad, but I really got connected to Chad because I could feel the pain through my players and how sad they were with the incident, and really felt for his family. And you know, and I'm sure, based on what I've heard about who he is as a person, that he, you know, he's in a good place right now.
Murphy and Manning.
Yeah, very another sad situation. You know, really a situation that really touched close to home because it's right around the corner. And you know, you walk by the church all the time. You know the history of the church, and this was really sad for the families who lost their loved ones in the incident. That's the thing that probably gave me so much pain, just knowing the families who lost a loved one and what they have to go through as they deal with the loss and deal with the pain.
You at the College of Charleston.
Special place. You know, my wife graduated from here. I grew up here. It's always been a dream of mine to be associated with this place as a coach.
Oh, awesome.
And so it's just unbelievable. And then you know, President Glenn McConnell, Joe Hall, just people giving me, you know, their confidence to allow me to lead such a special place and a special program. And so I am very humbled by that, and I'm very excited about what we maybe can build together.
Earl Grant in one word.
You know, usually I tell people you have to ask somebody else that. But you know, I would say humble, passionate, and very excited about the future.
Coach Earl Grant, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate this.
Thank you.
Thank you.